Oh, I got smacked in a part of the game that we've been pretty strong at. To their credit, particularly early in the game, they won the stoppage battle early and just had us on the back foot. Got territory, and whether it was the contest at ground level and around stoppages, or whether it was the aerial contest, they beat us comprehensively in both those parts of the game. So it's pretty tough. Sometimes even when you force them to go long, you hope that you can get maybe a decent fist on that contest, but and they were just a lot slicker. They didn't miss many of their chances either. They were kicking goals from everywhere, which sometimes sides, when they get on a roll like that, can be really efficient and effective inside 50. And we're on the back foot early, and then found it hard to get ourselves back into the contest.
We're hoping those sort of results will maybe be more after the last 6 or 7 weeks have been really encouraging, and like you say, your clearance and stoppage work in particular has been really good, and just completed that area today as well.
Yeah, well, they would have known coming into the game that they needed to compete really strongly in that part of the ground, and they were superior to us, and that had the momentum swing straight to them once they could win that area of the ground. Now we're mindful also that even if we won the clearance battle, that they can bounce really well off half back, and in the first part of the game, we couldn't, even when we won stoppage, we couldn't stop it from bouncing from their half back line. So they were beating us in most facets of the game, to be fair. And so, we hung in there and had chances throughout the course of the game, but by and large, they were just too polished for us. They handled the conditions a lot better. We slipped over a lot at crucial stages that had us a man down on crucial parts of the play where their man is still in the play, our man's now out of the play. So, they good side. They played this ground particularly well, and they beat us in a part of the game that we like to think that we'd at least be able to break even, if not win. They were too strong in that part of the game.
100th birthday celebrations on Thursday. I guess that's motivation for the guys to really have a response in a few days' time.
Yeah. Well, every game that you turn up to, you're trying to put on your best performance, and by and large, our last 6 or 8 weeks have been really strong. So that's why we're disappointed. This is the first game for that period of time where we haven't been in the contest at three-quarter time. But it makes it so difficult to be in the contest at three-quarter time if you can't compete in the area of the game that's most crucial, and that's when the ball's neutral and you've got a chance of stoppage to hunt and put pressure on. And as I said, the Hawthorn side were too strong for us in that part of the game.
Is it a step back for the club, or is it not that sort of serious in terms of?
No. Just every game that you play, you're trying to grow and take a step forward, and we get a lot of young guys a chance to play. Robbie Hanson, who came on as a sub later in the game, and looked pretty polished with the footy in hand, kicked the goal, laid a good tackle, and gave us some drive in the last quarter. And Will Dawson playing his first game for the year as a young player. He's only 19 years of age. We see him as a key position player for us in the future. So all those little things that hasn't helped us win a game tonight, but they're steps forward for the footy club and for those players in particular. So we'll keep working at our game. We've been pretty solid over the last 6 or 8 weeks, but just disappointed that we weren't strong enough in the contest early in the game tonight to give ourselves a chance to take some territory and have the game played in our half.
That's a disappointing thing. You can handle being outplayed, I guess, but not to bring the effort early in particular was probably the most disappointing part.
Yeah, but they would have been up for the contest. We just they just look to be covering the ground a hell of a lot better. They've come off a bye, and we've come off a pretty strong campaign. We were away for a couple of weeks and then had the Carlton game last week at the G. So they just look to be covering the ground a hell of a lot better, and so we don't want to dig too deep into it and be too forensic on it. We look at the block of work that's been done over the last 6 or 8 weeks and think that we're making some progress, but they came up against a good side today that played some pretty good footy.
Such a shame to see George come off with another concussion. I think might be his third in a couple of years, and how is he? And I guess the club's going to be really careful with him as he hopefully gets.
Yeah, he's okay. I just spoke to him in the rooms, and he can remember the game and all that sort of stuff. So he's fine with. But the protocol suggests that he had to come out of the game, so he'll miss the Bulldogs game, which is unfortunate. But hopefully he gets back on the park pretty soon.
Does he need a little bit of a block out? Do you think that one game and you'll assess him through the week and see how he goes?
It's not up for me to decide that. The medicos will work that out, and it will all based around his recovery.
Has he just been unlucky with sort of the concussions? He had a few last year as well.
Yeah, I think so. It's combative in the way that he plays, but that's going to happen from time to time with him, I'm sure. But could I just acknowledge and mention the Tassie Police and the job they do in this community? It's such a sad event with the burial of that police officer who lost his life serving our community, and to all those policemen here in Tassie and indeed right around our country, they serve our community so well, and our hearts go out to the guy's family in particular, and also the extended police community who have lost a pretty valued comrade. Thanks, guys. Cheers.